I said 300, the rain really fold. You talk back to me, I'ma cut your throat.
Hey y'all, so we back with a part 2 of our blonde wig tutorial. I'm gonna be showing y'all the ins and outs of how I got to achieve it. So this is it starting off, and the things we're gonna need: gloves. You're also going, oh yeah, not to mention I also wet the hair first just to make sure it gets the color properly. And then we're gonna need a bowl, brush, 20 volume developer. The colors we will be, the toners, I'm sorry, we will be using T35, T15, and another T35. Screenshot this, y'all. Okay. Now, moving on, we're going to pour all these in here. And for every one bottle, you have to do 2 1 bottles of 20 developer, if that makes sense. So for everyone, you do 2 20 developers. You'll see when I show you guys. Okay, y'all, so I like to mix my product with a plastic knife just because I feel like it gets the toner and the developer together more, like it takes more. Rather than using the brush, it'll be like everywhere on the brush. Most of the product will be left on the brush instead of in the bowl where you want as much product as you can get. It is a little time consuming, but to each his own. You can mix it however you would like, but to me, this is the process that I do. Also, y'all, remember starting off mix slowly, and then at the end you can go faster. And once it's all mixed together, you can then like use your brush because it's not going to take up as much. But this is the consistency that you should get after everything is finished, like a jelly like consistency. And now we're going to start to apply the toner to our wig. And remember, when applying your toner to the wig, you want to move kind of fast because it does start to process quickly. So just remember, when applying it, just move kind of fast, you know, not too fast where you mess it up and have blotches in it, but just move at a good pace so you guys will have a nice toned wig and not blotchy. Okay, y'all, so as we get to the top a little bit, well, even at the bottom too, every time you're like done a section of toning, make sure you brush it through as well so it can get every single little piece, and so that of course you won't have blotches in your stuff, but you want to make sure you get all of that product on your hair. So make sure you brushing as you go. Okay, y'all, so as we get to the front, for beginners, I would suggest using a comb, but for me, I just went ahead, since it's toner as well, I just went ahead and used my brush and started from the root, working very, very carefully, starting from the root and went down, worked my way down to get the product through the hair as well, and make sure that it's not getting on the lace, because you don't want to, put the toner or anything on the lace. Not unless, because some people do use it for like to get the white knots out of the lace, but for me, I just work carefully while doing it. Okay, y'all, so now with the remaining of whatever you have, product you have left, I just put it on like all of the hair, any pieces you see that's lighter than others. Anywhere you feel like you need to put it there. Don't waste any product, because even if you feel like you don't need no more, just still put it on your hair. More is better than less, so make sure you guys are not wasting the leftover product. Just apply it to the rest of the hair wherever it needs to be, or if it doesn't need to be anywhere, just still apply it wherever. Okay, y'all, this is the final product after we finish applying all the, toner and everything on the hair. I know it has this like brownish purplish tint, but this will not be here after we rinse it out. Okay, y'all, now this is the color before the rinse. And when I'm rinsing it, I'm going to be using cold water, and I'm going to be using my brush to detangle it. Before I apply any shampoo or conditioner, I'm going to rinse until the water becomes clear. It's not going to be fully clear, but clear enough. And then we're going to start adding our shampoo and conditioner. Okay, y'all, so the brand shampoo that I will be using is TRESemmé. I'll be using that TRESemmé shampoo and conditioner as well. And we're just going to give that a good lather, because you want to make sure that all of that color is out before you even try to style or anything, or else you won't get a good result of it. Okay, y'all, so I was looking and I was like, I think I want this a little bit a little bit more brighter. So I used a pea-size amount of purple shampoo, and I lathered it with my hand so it won't stain it. You know how you always get that purple streaks in it? So I lather it up with my hands, and then I apply it to the hair. And I just leave it on there, not even for a long time. I just leave it, I just lather it up, and then just rinse it out. And then if you want more, you can put more, but this is okay for me. Okay, y'all, let's get into this color. It's just giving all of it, right? Like, yeah. Okay, back to work. Okay, y'all, this is the final product after I rinsed it out and everything. And also what I did was spray Guyssss. You could spray Guyssss or any holding spray that's really good on the lace before you start these roots. As you see here where I'm pointing at, it's all white because that's why I sprayed and dried it with my blow dryer. Okay, y'all, so the color we're going to be using is Adore 107 Mocha and Mocha. And you're going to need a bowl, and I prefer using a rat tail comb, a comb that's very small tongues or whatever they call it, whatever. And y'all going to make sure y'all do small parts and work very carefully, especially if you're a beginner. And when you're applying, you're going to make sure you go from the roots down, and you're going to be combing all that product in, making sure that it gets all on the roots, because sometimes it can be blotchy or you miss a spot or whatever the case might be. For me, I actually had to do this process twice because it wasn't really as dark as I wanted it to be the first time. But you'll see once you do it, if it's your color that you'll like, then you won't have to do it twice. But for me, I actually did it twice, and after the second time, it was pretty good. And it didn't take me long because it already had some on there, so I just had to, do it over a little bit. But for this process, just make sure you're working very carefully and make sure you're going down. You can go as far down as possible as you want. For me, I just wanted the whole top part to be done, so that's what I did. Okay, y'all, this is a more close-up view of what I will be doing. As y'all already seen what I was doing, but we're just going to start from the roots, work down as far as you want. Remember, I said as far as you want. I just wanted the top of the hair to be brown. And then we're going to do both. We're going to go in and we're going to go out. So we'll do it inside, you flip it up on the outside, and do both parts so it won't have any blotches, and it will be all on the hair strands. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do also is go in the back just at the top and go down with some brown the mocha color as well, just so, because the hairstyle that I am doing is half up half down and I don't want it to be like looking weird, you know. So I'm doing the back part right here where you see this track line is, and I'm going to go down just a little bit. You'll see what I'm sorry, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay guys, this is the final product. I hope you guys like, and I love this color. It looks so good, especially on this melanin skin. But yeah, this is it guys.
Talk back to me, I'ma cut your